Well, let me tell you why I retired. There are several colleagues who have stayed on long after 65. But as I told you earlier, my lab, I was involved mainly with graduate student education. And with a graduate student, you have at least a 10 to 12 year investment in that student. 3 to 4 years as a graduate student, a couple of years as a first postdoc, a couple of years as a second postdoc, then 3 years as an appointment as an assistant professor, and then reappointment as an assistant professor, if not a tenure appointment at another institution. So unless you're prepared for 10 years of serious involvement with an individual, I don't think you ought to do it. Now, at the time I was 65, I thought I was still capable of doing work as a scientist or as an administrator, but graduate students were beginning to think I wasn't. And it was harder and harder to attract smart graduate students because of, I think they perceived this about the time I did, that is this guy going to be around another 10 years? So this was when I took the job as editor of the Journal of Immunology. That sort of kept me involved intellectually in the field of immunology. It satisfied the need I had developed for administrative effectiveness, and it could be done either here or there. My wife doesn't like Chicago winters. And so when it came my 65th birthday, she said I could either join her in Phoenix or I could stay in Chicago and enjoy the winters here. So we went to Arizona for the winters. First we only spent 3 months, a couple of years. We liked it. We bought a house. We spent my wife says we spent 6 months and 1 day in Chicago and 5 months and 29 days in Phoenix, so we're Chicago residents. But we didn't keep very accurate count. 5 years as editor of the journal was, as I said before, another roles. You can either make a success of it or you can't do too much harm in 5 years. And hopefully the journal improves each time.